Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the California informational meeting for the virtual online championships for 2021. My name is Mike Wong. I'm one of the CUTA referee co-chairs, along with Master Danny Gonzalez, Master Keith Quattro, and we also have Master Vincent Lowe, who is not here. And we are there are many members of our staff, including uh, Master Victor Laguna as well, and who else am I missing? I think that's all. Right.
Roger de Miranda.
Oh yes,
Yes.
and so our associate chairs are Master Vincent Gonzalez and soon to be Doctor Roger Miranda. So we have quite a team here to help clarify any of your questions, and we're looking to serve the greater California community. But before we go on to the main business, I would like to turn over to Grandmaster Choi and Dr. Yun for any words of welcome and opening statements. So Grandmaster Choi, the floor is yours, ma'am.
Hello. Thank you for joining us today. I'm the president of CUDA, California Unified Taekwondo Association. Unfortunately, we were not able to host in-person state championships this year because of ongoing COVID pandemic. But we are offering a virtual California State Championship. Just to clarify, this event is not sanctioned by USAT because they're not sanctioning virtual events. Our hope is to be able to host a in-person USAT sanctioned event at the end of the year, towards the end of the year when things settle down and conditions improve. Having said that, I am very excited about California State Virtual Championships. We had a California CUDA Virtual International Poomse Open Championships this past July, and it was quite successful. So we're working with a team that developed this format of competition platform. And what's unique about this partnership is that Vastech, the company that we are partnered with, the developers, they themselves are international referees or national referees. So they really understand Taekwondo competition from a perspective of the being a referee and from an administrator of these events. And so I think that is the key to having a successful partnership. People who have the technological know-how and understand Taekwondo competition. So for CUDA Virtual International, it was just a Poomse competition, but for state championship, we are offering an event for Kyorugi athletes as well. So we are offering virtual sparring and speed sparring. And many of you are wondering, what is that? So during this information session, our referees will discuss what the concept is, what the rules are, and at the end, I believe we will have a question and answer session. So I hope you participate, and it's not quite same as having in-person competition, but I look forward to meeting and seeing all of you participate. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. And Dr. Yun, sir, do you have any words of welcome for our guests?
Yes, sir. Just one thing, okay. I would like to say, thank you for your supporting, and all of CUTA athletes will be really exciting because we have second event this year, and especially this time we have a Kyorugi competition, so I'm so excited also. So without Mr. Wang and all co-chairs supporting, then we cannot make it. So hopefully all of CUTA athletes, please participate and enjoy, and please let us know if you have any questions or anything. Thank you so much. Good luck, you guys.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Yun. Let's see. So I think without further ado, the next point of business would be to begin the presentation. And so let me get the slides up and shared. And there we are. Great. Okay. So again, this is the informational meeting for the 2021 California Unified Taekwondo Association for the virtual state championships. And as Grandmaster Choi mentioned, this is not a USAT sanctioned event. However, this is one of a number of online events that VASTIC has prepared and partnered with CUDA to bring to California some of the things that we are bringing around the world and that we're innovating from around the world. And I think this is exciting for us and exciting for you as the California coaches athletes. Okay, so the events that we will be offering in this event, in this tournament, are going to be Sport Poomse, Parapoomse, Traditional Poomse, Speed Kicking, Virtual Sparring, which are two new formats that we are all super excited to bring to you, and also board breaking. So I think there's a lot of questions about speed kicking and virtual sparring. We will talk about those in the order as presented here. Okay. All of these events will be scored live in stream broadcast by our referees online. And everything will be visible on the YouTube channel for the VASTIC. We will post those links during the technical meeting and have those available throughout time as we continue to have those technologies and servers up and running for you. Okay. All athletes in the US will receive medals and international athletes will receive certificates. Registration is open now and final registration ends on March 28th. There is an early registration that I believe is the 21st. I'll have to double check on that. Adam, can you confirm? Okay, so we'll get you that information soon. The division and Poomse draws will be on March 29th and 30th, and we will post that on the event website, which is https://catkd.org/events. And we will have a meeting like this, another webinar, for the technical meeting on April 3rd to be able to share the information about division and Poomse draws and to correct any things that need to be corrected and clarify any issues that need clarification.
Master Wong, early registration ends March 14th.
Okay, thank you very much.
14th.
So March 14th is the date for early registration end. Final registration is March 28th. Okay. And I believe there's a $20 increase in the registration fee after the early registration deadline.
That is correct.
Thank you, ma'am. Once the draws have been made, then the video submission system will open up and that will be on March 31st. So it's just before the technical meeting, but after the draws are published. This will give you time, of course, to take a look at the published draws. And then if there's any questions, you can contact us, of course, via email. And if you need other ways to contact us, the technical meeting rather, is a great way to let us know. And we can work with you to make sure that you have an enjoyable competition experience. The video submission deadline is on April 7th. That is the last day that you will be allowed to upload your videos. Throughout the submission period, if there's any issues with your videos, you are welcome to re-upload your videos. And we've added a new feature to the system, which allows you to review your videos once you've uploaded. So it will automatically detect many issues and warn you right away. And if there's any issues, you can just re-upload your video as soon as you fix whatever the issues might be. Competition scoring and the live streams will all begin on the following dates, April 10th and 11th, and April 17th and 18th. Okay, all broadcasts will start at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, we're going to Daylight Savings Time. Sorry, Pacific Daylight Savings Time. Okay, it's important for our international friends. The video requirements. So as I mentioned earlier, the uploader system is greatly advanced and is pretty sophisticated now. It will detect a lot of things, including correct frame rate and resolution. Later on in this presentation, you will see some slides that we've prepared for common video settings for popular cell phones. Okay, we would like to get, we are requiring 720p resolution at 60 frames per second, but we would like to get 1080p at 60 frames per second. We find that that is the optimal quality for the judges to score, and also for the athletes and parents of the athletes and family to see in the broadcast and enjoy. So we recommend that 1080p and 60 frames per second. Higher resolutions are not allowed. They don't add any additional viewing abilities for the referees to score, and the file sizes get quite large and difficult to stream effectively. So the technology doesn't support 2K very well. So we do not allow that. Athlete must be completely in frame for the entire Poomse, and every time they go out of frame, there will be a deduction assessed. The camera location must be fixed. You are allowed to pan, that is to say, to horizontally rotate the camera, or tilt, that is to say, vertically rotate the camera, but you cannot pick up the camera and move it around. And please do not zoom. Okay, videos must be in landscape wide orientation. So please, when you take your videos with your cell phone, if you do that, make sure that you're holding your cell phone horizontally. Okay, there must be sufficient light, and the athlete must be wearing a taekwondo tobo. Please, no political or religious displays. And if you want to show a flag in the background, please only use IOC recognized flags. Okay, so how do you take a video in this quality? For Apple iPhone, you can see on the left-hand side, there is a screenshot on how to configure the settings for your camera. So you would go to settings, go to camera, go to record video, select 1080p at 60 frames per second. And you can confirm that this is your setting when you're filming, because you will see HD-60 on your screen as you film. So if you see HD-60 while you are filming your performances, then you know that you are getting the correct resolution and the correct frame rate. And those videos that you upload will be accepted by the system. Okay. On Android, the story is very similar. You can navigate to the camera, video, settings, which is a little wheel or a cog, and then rear video size. You'll want to use 16:9 resolution, FHD, which is full HD. Okay, at 60 frames per second, 1920 by 1080. When you're recording it, you should see the aspect ratio, which is 16:9 on the left-hand side, left-hand middle side of the screen. Okay, that if you see the 16:9 while you were filming in an Android phone, then you know that you're doing it at the right resolution, and the upload system will accept that video. Okay, Sport Poomse. So we have two different kinds of Poomse formats that we're offering this event: Sport Poomse and Traditional Poomse. The Sport Poomse will be following most closely to the WT Poomse competition rules. Okay. The Traditional Poomse, on the other hand, is geared more towards school-style competition. So athletes shall perform a form which is appropriate to their rank, and they will be separated into divisions with having only one round. So one form, one round. Okay. We will score the Traditional Poomse using the Sport Poomse system. So accuracy and presentation are the criteria for both the Traditional Poomse and the Sport Poomse. Okay. international athletes, please note that athletes under 9 years old and under 11 will use the USA Taekwondo compulsory Poomse selections, which is Taekwondo 2 to Koryo. So Taekwondo 2장 to Koryo. Okay. We require that the competitors be wearing the following belts. They must be wearing yellow belt, green belt, blue, or red. Okay. Now, white belts must compete in the yellow belt division, but we do make an exception for the white belts because we know very often they're starting off. Okay, they have just the white belt. So if you have just the white belt, you can wear the white belt. But if you're a yellow belt, you wear the yellow belt. Same division. White belt, yellow belt, same division. Okay. Poom belts must compete in the black belt divisions. Okay. So if you have a Poom belt and a Poom certificate, you must compete in the black belt division. Okay. If your school has given you a Poom belt, but you don't have a Poom certificate, you're not a black belt rank, right? Wear the red belt. The belts can have any stripes, except for the Poom belt on the bottom right-hand side. Okay, as I said earlier, the Poom belt must compete in the black belt division. Color belts, as I said before, yellow, green, blue, and red. Athletes must wear the belt for the division that they are competing in. Exception, white belts can compete in the yellow belt and they may wear their white belt. Okay. If you're wearing the wrong belt color, it may result in disqualification. So make sure that your athletes are wearing yellow or white, green, blue, or red for their competition. We are excited also to bring to you Parapoomse, and this I think is a great gift to the community, I think, to help support and encourage athleticism in Parapoomse. So we include these following classes and many more: P10, P20, and P30. We also provide a competition for P40, P50, P60, and P70. And if I remember correctly, P40 is the wheelchair division. P60 is deaf or hearing impaired division, and P70 is short of stature division. Okay. Now, speed kicking. I know there's going to be a lot of questions on this, and so hopefully we will explain things and it will be clear. Speed kicking. Participants are required to kick a target as many times as they can during a specified time limit. They have to use correctly executed Taekwondo techniques, and the target should be at the body level. Okay. If the target is at the head level, that's okay too, but it should be at least at the body level. If it goes below the waist, then those kicks are not counted. Competitors are not required to wear sparring equipment, but they can wear dobo as per USAT recommends, and also they can wear the shin and instep or just the foot socks. Okay, this is all explained in the information packet, which is available on the website of tkd.org/events. So I highly recommend that you go to download that packet and read through it. Okay, we will be revising that packet very soon, so make sure that you check the dates of the packet as we continue to improve the information. Okay. The divisions are outlined, are going to be the same as the Kyoto rules, and athletes can report their weight while registering. And we will We reserve the right to combine the divisions as to serve the needs of the tournament and to encourage competition. Okay, so we have weight categories, but to make things more competitive, we're going to combine them. Okay, because there's no safety issue with regards to the different weight categories kicking a target. The scoring shall be awarded according to the number of legal scoring techniques as evaluated by the judges in the following time limits. Okay, for the color belts and the 6 to 7-year-old black belts, 8 to 9-year-old black belts, and youth black belts, that is to say 10 and 11-year-old, they're going to have 60 seconds to kick as much as they want. For the cadet black belts, they have cadet, junior, and senior, they have 90 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to a short video to demonstrate the speed kicking. So let me bring up that video. Here we go. Okay, and again, this video has been edited for demonstration purposes, so you can see what we were thinking about when you send in your video. Oh. One more time. Let's see. I have to turn on the sound. Yes.
자, 크리. 레디 준비. 시작. Calio. Check. Kenya.
Okay. And we, of course, thank Velocity Taekwondo for their help in helping us to put together these demonstration video. So let me go back to the slides. Here we are. Okay, so that is speed kicking. Now, I think there are going to be a lot of questions on virtual sparring, and so we prepared a lot of slides for you to help make it clear. Okay, the virtual sparring competition, the participants will be using control correctly executed Taekwondo hand and foot techniques, delivered to a heavy bag equipped with head and body level targets at the same height as the athlete. The competitors shall display technical skill in proper Taekwondo manner, as well as showmanship and creativity while they're sparring this bag. Competitors shall wear full gear as per USAT Taekwondo competition sparring rules with a few changes. Okay, and I'll explain what that means soon. Competitors may perform as many legal techniques as they wish, as long as they do not exceed the published time limit. Okay, so here are the equipment with some slight modifications from typical sparring rules. So the athlete must be wearing the double, the belt, hogu and matching headgear, shin and instep protectors, mouthpiece, and black belts 12 and older must wear the gloves. Okay. Now, what's different, the groin protectors and the arm guards are optional. So we cannot do the inspections. There's no threat of attack from the heavy bag. So groin protectors and arm guards are not required. Okay, but the hairstyle, the jewelry, those kinds of requirements, they will be observed. So for your athletes, please do not wear metal objects or any hard metallic items or eyeglasses or jewelry. And your hair must be tucked inside the headgear. Okay. For the competitors, these are the following rounds that they will be allowed and the time they will be allowed. So all color belts, 6 to 7-year-old black belts and 8 to 9-year-old black belts will have 2 rounds of 30 seconds with a 30-second rest. Now, we're providing this time to give as much excitement to the player as possible. In 30 seconds, a lot of kicking can be done, and the player can sustain a high level of energy. Okay. For the youth black belts and cadet black belts who are developing their endurance, we're going to give them a little bit more time, 2 rounds, 45 seconds, again, 30-second rest. And for the junior black belts and senior black belts, the most experience and the most endurance, they will have 2 rounds, 60 seconds with a 30-second rest. And athletes will be awarded points according to the number of techniques, the difficulty of the techniques, the skill in combining movements and focus, of combining movements and techniques, focus and showmanship. Points will be awarded both on technical merit and presentation. Penalties shall reflect the current sparring guidelines as detailed in the 2020 USA TKD rules, of course modified for the fact that there's only one fighter and one heavy bag. The total score shall be given on a 10-point scale from 0 to 10.0, and the athletes shall be ranked based on their total score. The judging is going to be 40% technical, which is the number of attacks based off of sparring, and 60% presentation, which is going to be the score given by the judges. Okay. The athlete must demonstrate techniques against a heavy bag or standing mannequin, for example, Century's Bob. The bag or mannequin must be equipped with a hogu of the opposite color of that which the hogu or the athlete wears, and the height of the bag or the mannequin must be placed as the same height as the standing athlete. Okay. A helmet of the opposite color must be attached to the mannequin or bag at the same height as the athlete's helmet height. Okay. Or in the information packet, we also say that color tape can be used for a heavy bag to indicate the height of the head target. Okay.
Mr. Wong,
Yes, sir.
would a white helmet be permitted as well?
So we're asking for the red helmet and the blue helmet. Okay.
Okay.
So we want to see those colors, just to make it clear.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Okay. So junior safety rules will not be used for this event. Okay. And all athletes will be allowed to kick to the head level. Okay. There's no safety issue with regards to the head contact. So all athletes shall be allowed to kick to the head level. Okay. The scoring shall be the same as kurugi, sparring. 1 point for punching, 2 points for a body kick, 3 points for a head kick, 4 for a turning body kick, and 5 points for the head kick, turning head kick. Okay. Your presentation shall be scored on the difficulty, creativity, and the sparring competition spirit. The presentation shall be the average of the score of the judges, rounded to 2 decimals. And if we have 5 or 7 judges, we're going to drop the highest and lowest presentation scores. Okay. The first category, difficulty, is going to be assessed on a scale of, that should say 0.5 to 2.0. So 0.5 to 2.0. And it's going to be based on what the judges see of the difficulty of the techniques in the performance. Okay. So we're going to look for a high level of jumping kicks with turning motion. Jumping kicks would be the next category. Kicking techniques with turning motion and standing kicking techniques. Okay, that's the order from most difficult to least difficult. The height of the target is also going to be added into this calculus. Consistency in execution. So if the movements are smooth and regular and well balanced, then they're going to get more points. They have good control and good power, more points. And of course, again, balance. The creativity category is going to be graded on the variety of the footwork and the techniques. Also, the combination of footwork and techniques, so not just the individual ones, but how you can put them together. Okay, the variety of combinations and unpredictability in striking targets. Okay, we're looking for your creativity to show us your sparring technique. Finally, the sparring spirit will be graded according to the flow of the techniques during a competition, the intention and intensity of the movements, the presence of evasive footwork, like you're fighting an actual opponent, footwork to gain the positional advantage or create openings, cut kicks, cancels, and other combination setups. So for example, jamming up a kick. So you would jam up and clinch the bag. That would be giving more points in the competition sparring spirit. Okay. Many of the WT and USAT Kyorugi penalties will apply. And these are outlined in the information packet. Okay. And if there's a tie, we're going to use these criteria to resolve ties. Total presentation score, including the highs and lows, fewest penalties, and finally, voting system from the judge. Okay. I believe this is the last slide on the, yes. So let me show you the video. Here, there, good. Oh, do I have it down, same thing twice? Yes, I do. I can fix that. Let me switch to the share of this here. And quickly get the Adam, which screen do you see right now on my screen? Is it a blank Google?
No, sir, it's the Q&A slide.
Okay, excellent. Just a moment. Okay, apologize for the detour. Okay. Now I can switch the share over. There we are. Okay. And again, we thank Velocity Taekwondo for helping to arrange these great demonstrations for us.
차렷! 캐니어. 준비. 시작! Okay. 30-second break. 정항 준비 시작. 자, 클리어.
Hmm. Okay. And we're back to the slides.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Last two bits of business is registered coaches. We will be able to get to you a direct communication to the tournament committee within our competition Discord server as you register, and that we will get that to you in a time TBD. We will give you the email, should be within 24 hours of registration, and the pre-competition questions, ask us as you like. We will try to answer within 24 hours. During competition days, we can answer right away if you are in the Discord server and contact us through tournament committee. Again, if you want to get access to or want to ask us questions, info@vastic.com, info@vastic.com. Send us email there and we should respond. We have a very talented staff to help you and make sure that you have a good time. Okay. So now we're taking questions in the webinar chat in the Zoom webinar. So I think we already have a few. Let's see. Do we have any questions?
I don't see any questions in the chat, sir.
Let me fire up the Q&A.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Are colored belts allowed to perform head kicks in virtual sparring?
Yes, we're going to allow them to do the head kicks in virtual sparring. All the athletes need to train somehow, right? To learn how to do the high level kicks. And I think this is a good opportunity with no risk of injury to the opponent because the opponent is a bag. So we're going to allow this.
Let's see. In the chat, somebody asked if can a parent register and add children as participants?
Yes, the registration system should allow parents to register the children to compete. Be careful to make sure that when you add your name, add the name of the child as the competitor and not the parent. Sometimes that happens. And then we expect to see the parent in the ring. Okay. Fighting or doing the Poomse or fighting in the 9-year-old division, sometimes it looks a little strange. So make sure you have the student name, the child name. Mm-hmm.
I do want to answer the world-class Poomse question that just came up. Yes, we are offering world-class Poomse. And the difference between world-class Poomse for black belts and traditional Poomse for black belts is our Cuda team. So world-class Poomse, that's cadet level and up individual divisions. We are using that as team trials for our Cuda team. Being on Cuda team the benefits of being on Cuda team include Cuda apparel, uniform and apparel, as well as registration to a to be determined USAT event, as well as registration to a WT event to be determined as WT rolls out their future calendar. In order to be on CUTA team, there is one small caveat, and that is you must be a CUTA member prior to the event. Membership is just $10. Oh, sorry, $20. And that is something that you need to sign up for on our CUTA website. So yes, world-class Poomse, CUTA team trials, lots of benefits, but make sure that you are a CUTA member so that if you do win your division, you get all the benefits of being a CUTA team member. Anything else you want to add with that, President Choi? You're muted, ma'am.
So you do not need to be a CUTA member in order to compete in the California Virtual Championships. But you, to reiterate, you need CUTA membership to make the state team, but not to participate.
And you do not need to reside in California.
Oh, yes, that's one very important information. So there's a perception that you have to be a California resident to become a CUTA member, and that is not correct. We welcome anyone who wants to become part of CUTA. As a matter of fact, we have CUTA members from Mexico and other parts of the United States. And we are looking forward to getting some international CUTA members. So anybody could join CUTA, and it'll be great to have all of you guys join us and help us promote and to disseminate positive aspect of Taekwondo. So thank you.
Master Wong, the speed kick questions.
Yes, ma'am.
There.
Adam, can you narrate them?
Sure. So someone asked if continuous bullet kicks and same leg hanging kicks are allowed for speed kicking.
Both excellent questions. The continuous bullet kicks are allowed. That's no problem there. The hanging kick, however, does present a problem because we have in Kurugi a 3-second rule for lifting the leg or the knee. And so you want to make sure that if you're going to have your leg up, that you perform just a few kicks before putting your leg back down to avoid that. If the leg is found by the judges to be hanging for more than 3 seconds, then subsequent kicks in that combination will be not counted. Okay. Good questions.
We have another question for the speed kicking. Someone said, can we just perform one kick the entire time?
Yes.
They want to
Speed-
know
Yeah, go ahead.
how it will be judged. How is it judged, just by the amount of kicks, or is there a type of kick scored?
So for this event, we did consider having variety of kicks to be a criteria, but we created the virtual sparring event for that, for you to demonstrate variety. For the speed kicking, it will be only about the number of valid Taekwondo techniques delivered to a target. So only the number of kicks. Oh, good question. If your athlete is interested in showing that they have great creativity, and in addition to raw physical speed, then it would be good to register in both events, both the virtual sparring and the speed kicking, and you can show us your talents. We want to encourage all the athletes.
Also, the speed kicking event it could be a target, it could be a paddle. It doesn't have to be the full heavy bag with the markings of head level and body level. So I think that was something that we decided as well, is for students or competitors that don't have the century bob or a bag, they can still participate by just having a family member hold a paddle for them to perform their speed kicks on.
Okay. We have an audience member raising their hand. Go ahead and type in your question in the chat, please, or submit a question to the Q&A.
So we do have a Q&A question popping up saying somebody has an issue renewing their CUDA membership and they'd like to be provided a link. I believe, Master Miriam, you provided that link in the chat.
Yes, I just provided the link to the membership page on
Okay.
our CUDA website, but I'll type it in here again.
All right.
This is great. The webinars is much more interactive than other formats. We appreciate the technology. Thanks again, Adam, for helping to moderate.
My pleasure. So Joshua Esteva has a question for the virtual sparring. They ask, should it be one continuous video or should it be separate videos? I
One continuous
suspect that
video.
I suspect that might have been asked about, like, if there's 2 rounds, do they need 2 videos?
That's right. So in the demonstration video, we did edit it because we want to make sure that you can see the interesting components. But we need to be able to time the athlete for the duration of the kicking session, the round, and also for the rest period so that it's fair for everybody. Make sure everyone has the same rounds time and same rest time. So one continuous video, please. Good question. The procedure of how to video it and how to follow along for the event, to participate in the event, is outlined in great detail in the information packet.
So Master Wong, we have a question in the chat. Someone wants us to explain video information lighting and quality.
Okay. So these information quality, obviously, we're not going to come visit you with a light meter, a lux meter. So we do have, however, have to have some guidelines, because if we do not have any lighting requirements, we find that the people will submit videos with insufficient lighting for the judges to even see the athlete. I think Adam is smiling a little because, or frowning a little because we do remember an athlete who submitted a video in the middle of the night without turning on any lights. So it happens. So we want to encourage that the experience is good, not only for the athlete, but also for the referee scoring, so they can be as accurate and as honest as possible to give you good feedback. So you can download apps on your phone if you have your cell phone with you. There are free apps that will measure lux, and they will tell you how to do that, and you can see if you meet the criteria. Also, you can go to hardware stores and buy very nice, very inexpensive lights that are very powerful, LED lights. So if you need a little bit more in your studio to help highlight the spotlight the technique and talent of your athletes, you can do this. Good question.
Our recommendation is that the lights either be above the athlete or behind the camera.
Oh yes, there was another incident, and I'm sure Adam say, yeah, we know this one, where an athlete put a light right into the camera, effectively blinding all the judges. So please do not do that. Yeah, we want to have the lights behind the camera or above the athlete and the camera, if possible.
That's it. I don't see any more questions in the chat or in the Q&A, unless somebody is preparing one right now. Doesn't look like it. Oh, there we go.
That's our colleague Andrew reminding people. Andrew, can you go ahead and type again the Vastic info@Vastic email, so people have make sure that they have a way to contact us. There we go. And we have very responsive staff who will make sure that your questions are answered in a very fast fashion. Again, we try to make sure that you get your responses within 24 hours. Okay. Sometimes if the question needs to be rerouted several times, it may take a little longer, but be sure that we read them easily within 24 hours and try to get a response as close as possible. Oh, very good point. Andrew, sir, I believe, do you want to add any words about the uploading and how that process goes?
Sure, no problem. So once everyone, you're able to upload as many times as you want. And if you upload the wrong video, you may replace it as many times as you want up until the deadline. Once you send it in the first time, you can wait till last minute if you so choose. I do not recommend that, as last minute causes many issues to occur, especially if you submit an invalid video. We will take the latest video that you had submitted. And it does take a little bit of time for the video to process. So if you would like to rewatch your video, then make sure you submit early and check it after your submission.
So that actually answers the question that popped up in the chat where somebody asked if they submitted the wrong video unintentionally, would they be given info about it? You would have the opportunity to watch the video that you just uploaded on the uploader page. So you should be able to catch it if you uploaded the wrong video. Is that correct, Andrew?
Yes, sir. So also, you will be getting tons of emails about this. So make sure that you have a valid email address, check your spam folder. Sometimes you will get spammed. You will have a lot of contact from us. So make sure to just stay in contact, check your email. And if you have any questions, email us anytime.
Thank you, sir. Wonderful. Well, I think we're about out of time. Again, if you want to get a hold of us, please feel free to do so, info@vastic.com, and we will try to make sure that you have a good experience. We have a good team assembled here, and we would like to thank Grandmaster Choi and Dr. Yun and all of the board members of CUDA, Grandmaster Mary Pham. So make sure that we're all working together to try to make a great event for you. Grandmaster Choi, do you have any words of parting for our guests?
Yes, I do. So I just want to say that Vastec is Master Eric Gilson and Adam Gilday, Mike Wong, and Andrew Pang. And they've been, they developed this platform and they've been running these events in Europe. So they initially developed this platform for WT Europe, and then they've been running WT Oceania. So we are the beneficiary of their vast experience in running virtual competition. So I am very confident that you'll have excellent experience. And CUTA board members, I'm the president, and we have Secretary General Derek Carter. We have Treasurer General Master Mary Pham. We have vice presidents in Northern California. We have Master Henry Cruz and Master Jeffrey Wee. And then in Southern California, we also have Masters Mauricio and Martin Ramirez. So all of us are looking for ways to help to develop our athletes, not only in California, but in Taekwondo communities as a whole. And so we have a great team with all of referee staff, referee chairs. They're all very experienced international referees. Grandmaster Yun, Jun Yun, you guys are all very familiar with. And we also have Master Mike Wong and Master Vincent Lowe and Master Keith Quattro and Master Danny Gonzalez and Master Victor Laguna. The reason why we have so many referee chairs is because California is big, and we have California divided into 3 regions, basically. And that's why we have all these referee chairs. We also recently brought on board referee vice chairs, one for Northern California, Master Vincent Paul Gonzalez, and then for Southern California, soon to be Dr. Roger de Miranda. And so we do have a great team, and we look forward to serving you. And we hope this is a positive experience for all of us. So thank you, and hope to see you soon. That's
Wonderful.
it, Mike.
Thank you, ma'am. Dr. Yun, sir, would you like to say something, farewell message for our audience?
No, sir, I don't have anything. Just maybe I say thank you to all. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Then I'm so exciting. Okay. So, we're the good team. I believe everything goes well. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, sir.
Oh.
Hope you are safe, sir.
Oh,
Good luck with
sorry.
the move.
One more thing. I just
Oh.
want to mention that Master Elvis Chavez, he's our events director, and he's working year round to bring opportunities for CUTA athletes. And he's not here today. And this is virtual format, so he's not as involved. But I just want to give a shout out to Master Elvis Chavez, because he's a very valuable member of our team. So that's it.
Absolutely.
Hey, Master Wong, we got one late question popping in on the Q&A.
Okay.
Somebody asked if their club is not listed in the CUTA membership registration, what should they do?
Oh, they should be able to input. There should be a field for inputting their school name. I will verify that with Easy Events to make sure that input field is there, but there should be a field. If it's not pre-populated, they could just add their own school.
Okay.
Thank you,
And if
ma'am.
there's any questions about membership for signing up for California membership, Master Pham is has put in the chat the contact information to be able to make sure that you're able to register as a CUTA member. Master Danny Gonzalez, sir, do you have any words that you'd like to say?
No, but if anyone has any questions, please feel free to ask. We're here to make sure the competition goes smoothly. We want to make sure everyone has a good experience, and we want to has participation from as many schools as possible, so we can all have a good competition.
Thank you, sir. Master Quattro, sir, it's good to see you, sir. I'm glad that you're feeling better. Anything you would like to say?
I'm just really excited, looking forward to the competition and the great events, and hopefully see everybody soon. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. We're excited to see you, sir.
Thank you.
Let's see. Master Vincent Gonzalez, sir. Anything you would like to say?
Just good luck to all the competitors. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys all live and virtually. It's great to see everybody on the CUTA board as well. It's been a long time. Hope to see you guys soon once all of this pandemic stuff is up.
Wonderful. Yes. Thank you, sir. My colleague, that's all we have today. Thank you again for your time and attention. And I hope you have a wonderful time in the event. And as Master Gonzalez says, good luck to all the competitors. And everyone stay safe, please. Okay, we see you soon. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.